crying Jehovah.
What's going on, YouTube family? How you doing? How you doing? First and foremost, man, I want to thank everyone for the love and support. And like I always say, I will always be thankful for that, man. I will be thankful for the comments, the likes, the shares. Y'all even just subscribing to my channel. So I just got to salute y'all for that. And I love y'all also. Another thing, man, happy Memorial Day to everyone, man. Shout out to the family, man. I hope y'all had a great Memorial Day weekend, and I hope you celebrating the vets also. And shout out to the vets, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't be able to talk crazy on social media, man. So salute to y'all, and I love y'all. Now, before we get started, please hit that subscribe button for your boy. Please hit that subscribe button for your boy. Now, these black Democrat shields are pushing this propaganda, and they always do this towards black men especially, and it irks my spirit when they do this. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Roland Martin. We all know about Roland Martin, how he's one of the biggest Democrat shields ever in this land. You get what I'm saying? And he posted something on Facebook I saw the other day, and he posted like a picture, and it said, "This is warfare. Black men are being fed lies on social media and nobody is fighting back." When I saw that, I'm like, what lies are we being fed that we falling for? So then I read his caption. He said, "Black men between the ages of 18 and 45 aren't disengaged. They're being fed lies and nobody is showing up to counter them. When these right-wingers pop up force feeding brothers lies, I'ma hop on that timeline and say you're lying. This is warfare." What lies are black men falling for? That's what I want to know. What lies are black men falling for? And I had to look this up. I had to like search, and I found 5 things. But before I get into it, let me tell you something about black men, man. Yeah, are there some negative black men? There's a segment of negative black men out here, yes. But majority of us as black men, we want to take care of our family. We want to protect our children. We want to make sure our ladies straight. Or if you're LGBT man, you want to make sure your man straight, okay? But we want to make sure that we are taken care of and the people around us is taken care of also. That's all we care about. We care about our finances. We care about our family's well-being. That's the type of realm that a lot of black men are on right now. And for them to minimize us like that, it's very disingenuous and it's very disrespectful. They don't do no other group of men like this but the black man, the black American man. That's what they do. And let me say this to my brothers. There are a lot of intelligent brothers out here. There are a lot of brothers out here that can think with logic. There are a lot of brothers out here that understand the game. There are a lot of brothers out here that just not gonna fall for the okie doke. Now, are there black men on the Democrat side that fall for stuff? Yes, and I'm going to get on them later in this video. But black men like myself and people that's watching, we ain't falling for the mess. That's just period. We never was those type of people. We always question things. We always ask why, how, when. Are you serious? That's how we do it. And there's no shot at women, but we don't need women to lead us all the time. I hope that makes sense. And there's no shot at women. Yeah, we need women to lead us in certain things, but for the most part, we don't need women to think for us. And that's what you see with a lot of black Democratic men. They need women to think for them. But this is the list of stuff that I saw, that the claims that the Democrats have made, or their shields have made, or these black Democrat supporters are saying. One of the things they're saying is black men are abandoning the Democrats because Republicans actually have better policies for them. So they think that's one of the reasons why we're doing it. This is the thing, y'all. Black men are not obligated to the Democratic Party or out of tradition. We just not there. We are questioning both parties because either party hasn't fully delivered anything for us as black Americans. Us as black American men, man, we looking for reparations. We trying to close in that wealth gap. We seeing the infrastructure in our black neighborhoods, man, that needs to be worked on. And we looking at the protections for our Pacific lineage. We understand that, hold on, I know it's some black men that love the Republicans, but there's a lot of us that understand the Republican Party haven't really done nothing for black folks either. But what we're seeing now, including myself, that there are things that they're doing that I can agree with. A lot of us agree with the immigration situation. A lot of us agree with certain job opportunities about to be available for us. Matter of fact, one of the things that we like the most, and especially my brothers in the construction game, is how when they eliminate a lot of these immigrants, a lot of my brothers, especially some of my partners, man, that was in the construction game, they weren't really getting paid as much because you had these immigrants that come over here and dilute the amount of money that they should be getting paid. Man, since them folks gone, some of my partners back in this construction game, they happy, they making money. Now they ain't got to work two jobs by doing Uber or doing Uber Eats and stuff like that. Now they can sustain themselves off this skill that they have, all because the immigrants are gone, and now they got to pay. Now the people got to pay the price of what they are worth, and I think that's a great thing. I think that's one of the great examples that I love, man, about what's going on with this administration. And I think that's why, the Democrats think we just some dummies. Nah, man, we looking at our pockets. A lot of black men care about their pockets and their families, so that's what they looking at. Then another thing that I saw was they are saying that social media influencers are pushing anti-black misinformation to black men, distrust voting, and civil engagement. Come on now. Come on now. You think that we're not seeing the misinformation from the Democratic Party? Y'all not think we seeing that? You don't think we seeing the misinformation from the Republican Party? Listen, man, black men are experiencing things through lived experiences, economic frustration, and we have immigration concerns, just like I mentioned a while ago. And we see the selective social media narratives. That's the thing that they don't understand. They think we don't see this stuff, and they think we can't process it, be like, and have discernment. We can look at it and we know it's BS, and for them to think we that dumb to fall for it. No other group of people is falling for the myth but black men. Come on now, man. Come on. And that's why I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. This is another thing too. This is the third one that I saw. They said the idea that Democrats have done nothing for black communities is propaganda. They think that we're dumb to think that the Democrats have done stuff for the black American community. They want us to believe that what we're saying is propaganda. They want us to believe that the Democrats have done everything they can for black Americans. And they want us just to run with it. They want us to run with it. They don't want us to say this right here. They don't want us to say that the Democrats have done nothing. They want us to believe that they have done something. And that's not right. Man, a lot of us brothers, we argue about these broad policies that we see. We see that. We see when they come to us and talk about, hey, we got this going on and this for the black people. Then they flip it to get into minorities too. We see that. We see that a lot of these things are just not for us. We've been through slavery and Jim Crow on this land, and we deserve something strictly for us as black Americans or descendants of emancipated people. The descendants of emancipated people deserve everything that's owed to us. And for us to have to share with other groups of people, then y'all start being hostile towards us because we ain't falling for it. I think that's a crock of mess. And I think that's not cool either. That's just my personal opinion. Any black man that disagree, please talk to me in the comment section. Please talk to me in the comment section if I'm lying. The next thing that I know, this is the fourth one. They say black men are being targeted online with culture war content to divide them from black women and civil rights coalitions. The Democrats are saying that. They saying that we believe that we're being targeted, and they saying that we're not. Black man, you see videos constantly of us getting dragged on social media. I'm not saying black men are not doing this. So any black woman that's watching, please don't think I'm just absolving black men for making this red pill content, because I don't like red pill content. I think this one of the most weirdest content ever. Then they got this manosphere thing. I'm not a part of none of that, right? But I'm also not delusional to what I see on these social media platforms. But what the Democrats want us to believe is that we're not seeing what we're seeing on social media. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing us get dragged through the mud 24/7. We're not seeing how even the Democratic Party is throwing black men under the bus, saying the most egregious thing about black men. Even how when a black man speak on these shows, or that they be like guests on these news panels and stuff like that, and they give pushback to a Democratic person, we get called misogynist. Oh, you just want to live through the patriarchy. You don't respect black women. We get fired off with the most disrespectful words to describe any human being just because we want to stand on business. And you think by this statement right here saying that black men are being targeted online with culture war content divide them from the black woman and civil rights. And you want us to believe that's not happening. This is what they saying. And it's the truth that we are being targeted. And y'all verbally abuse us, expect us to still want to be with y'all on the Democratic Party? Come on, man. And we already know about the civil rights situation. Listen, I know for a fact that a lot of our people are being manipulated. And a lot of people just not peeping to play what's been going on. Even with them saying that, you know, we complain about the split between us and the black woman. You know what I'm saying? And we always argued our concerns when it comes to family structure, when it comes to gender dynamics. When we even join the women, sometimes even just us being represented correctly in the media, education, and most definitely, like I always say, the economic decline between us, especially within the community. We talk about those things. But they always try to silence us when we do. They do. And some of my black women that's connected to the Democratic Party plays a part in that. They play a part in the dragging of us. They play a part in trying to emasculate us as men. That's why black men are walking away from the Democratic Party, to be honest. They are not offering nothing. And y'all slander us, y'all drag us, y'all treat us like the black man back in the Jim Crow era. Y'all treat us like the enemy. And once again, I'm not minimizing that there are a certain segment of black men that ain't shit. I'm not minimizing it. I know black men I know there is a segment of black men that be knocking black women head between the washer and the dryer. I know there's some black men out here that do heinous crimes to people. I know certain black men out here that sell drugs to the community, but that's not the majority of us black men. That's not the majority of us, man. And we shouldn't be continuously getting blamed for things that we ain't got nothing to do with. Majority of us just want to work and go home, man. Take care of our babies, take care of our wife. And if we divorce from our wife, we just want to be there for our kids, man. That's all. And it saddens me, man. It saddens me, man. This is the last one. This is the fifth one right here. Narrative saying that racism is exaggerated or weakening black political unity. That's a lie. We understand racism, right? And we are not denying racism. That's another thing that the Democrats like to say about black men, that we deny racism because you see a lot of black men with Trump. A lot of black men that voted for Trump, man, they still understand we're in the system of white supremacy. See, we are not like not the Byron Donald type Negroes or the Candace Owen mindset type Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the other dude? I can't think of the other dude name. Damn, I forgot his name. But his face, he's old looking dude. We are not denying racism doesn't exist. We are arguing that conversations around race have been expanded to include every group, while the unique historical claims and issues of foundational black Americans are often deprioritized or diluted. And we tired of that, y'all. We tired of all of it. We tired of it. We understand racism exists, but you can't keep just throwing racism in my face 24/7 just for every little thing. Oh man, I tripped down and still look at racism. Racism done this to me because I fell down the stairs. because it wasn't no railing and the railing was shaky and racism did that. We ain't on that. You can't keep running to Selma, marching in Selma every goddamn year thinking that just gonna spiritually awaken me to be better and want to join y'all and vote for y'all. No. For 60 years, y'all had our vote and y'all didn't do nothing. And you expect me as a black man to respect that? Listen, I talk to a lot of black men. I'm gonna end it on this right here. I talk to a lot of black men, man. Strong brothers. Strong brothers. But sometimes we have these conversations where we can be open and just express our feelings sometimes. Maybe this happened once every 2 years when we had these conversations. But one of the things that a lot of my brothers talk about just feel like we getting attacked from every which way. We getting attacked every which way. You know, we getting attacked through our own people. They say we getting attacked through some of our black women, our black children, the people at our job that's black. Then we got to deal with white racism. Then we got to deal with Chinese racism, Mexican racism. We got to deal with all types of racism. We got to deal with the stereotypes that's placed upon us when we go places. We got to be careful how we react to things when we're upset. We got to be careful how even we express our feelings on how we feel about things. Some of my brothers, man, they got children. Their children don't even like them because whoever raised their children turned the children on them. Brothers out here stressed out about how they're going to pay their bills. Even though they make the money, but it's just so much got to be divvied out. Some of my brothers dealing with trauma from their childhood, from their parents, from their mother verbally emasculating them, making them feel small. They father physically abusing them, trying to make them tough. They deal with this. And they still got to walk a tight line just to make everybody feel comfortable. Black man, I love you, brother. I love you, man. I understand. Me as a black man, I had to deal with it. But thank God I was one of the fortunate black men that I had certain people around me that kept me level. Thank God that I got custody of both of my kids from two different baby moms where I ain't got to deal with all that BS. Thank God that I was on point enough to pick certain women around me that just didn't drag me down fully. I ain't saying a woman never just drug me down. I ain't never saying that, fellas. I'm just saying just took me there to that level. I'm thankful I wasn't abused as a kid. You know what I'm saying, by my mama or my dad. My mama never verbally emasculated me as a man, and my dad never physically abused me trying to make me tough, or as they say, we got to make them tough. That's why we got to do this to them. I had to go through that. I didn't have to go through worrying why I'm going to eat the next day or why I ain't got this and got that. But what I was taught is always care for your fellow man. Just because you didn't go through it doesn't mean that you should turn a blind eye on somebody that has went through it. That's how I always live my life as a man. My brother down, and I know my brother doing the best he can. Let me give a words of encouragement. And let me say this and I'm going to close. My partner, man, he called me last week. And I talked to him probably like once a year. Once a year, y'all. There's no cap. He called me so excited to tell me, like, Brian, I saw one of your videos on O'Shea Duke Jackson page, and he clipped your video. He was just so happy for me. And I said, oh, man, I appreciate it. Whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo. And I asked him, how you been doing? He was like, man, my mom, man, she's suffering from dementia. And, man, it just been kind of wild, you know what I'm saying, just dealing with this, and my mom being this strong-minded woman to now this, and I need to help her, but she's physically okay, but mentally gone. You know, I asked my boy, I said, how you doing mentally? After he told me about his mama, I said, how are you doing mentally? How are you doing? How are you doing dealing with your mother going through dementia? How? He paused for a minute. He almost cried on the phone. He said, I never thought about that. And nobody really never asked me that except my wife, but how you put it, He said, B, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going through the motion. I don't know if I'm handling them right, but I don't know. And I told him, I said, see, as black men, we expect to take that. We expect to absorb things that can be mentally draining to us, especially dealing with our mother or father that's going through something like that. Because I said, dealing with someone with dementia can be very, 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 very stressful and draining. And I said, man, I just want to make sure you straight. I just want to make sure you mentally okay. And then I told him it's okay, man. I said, because sometimes we can be lacking in certain things but we don't realize what we stressed out about. So, and I told him I was gonna message him, which I have messaged him, and I'll just make sure he good. But yep. So black man, I rock with you, black man. I rock with you, black man. I rock with you. Trust me, I'm a man's man. Even though I don't do the red pill stuff, even though I don't. And another thing about me, I don't blame women for my mistakes. I don't blame women for nothing. Let me say that once again. I don't blame women for nothing. I blame everything on myself because at the end of the motherfucking day, it was my decision. It was my decision. I was just the fool to fall for the okie doke. I was the fool to just continue to perpetuate this same cycle. That's on me, not on a woman. I stand on business on what I do and the decisions that I make. So I can't blame a woman because she pregnant. Why am I blame a woman for? I skeeted in her. I'm the man. I'm supposed to have self-control. I skeeted in this woman. Why am I blame her for being pregnant? You get what I'm saying? I'm on child support. I got paid. That's on me. I shouldn't have skeeted in her. Oh, she played me for money. I saw it. I saw the play happen. I still just ignored it and played dumb to it. I don't blame a woman for nothing. Unless she pew my children or try to shoot at me, that's the only time I'm going to blame her for shooting. But other than that, through my decisions that I made, that's on me as a man. Anyway, I love you, black man. I want you to know I always ride for the black man, and I will always understand what the black man go through. But anyway, salute to y'all, and I love you.
When my heart was heavy, when my mind was tired, you walked into my shadows with a quiet fire. Brian Jehovah, you are the truth. Every word you speak cuts straight through. Brian Jehovah, carving my youth into something real, something new. Brian Jehovah, you are the truth. When the lies were louder than the voice inside,